What's up, everybody? You're listening to Podcastrophe. You can find us by searching Podcastrophe on all of your favorite podcasting platforms like Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, and more. You can also find us at JourneyIntoComics.com. We drop a new episode every single Thursday. Be sure to subscribe to Podcastrophe to get the show and exclusive content. We record each episode live every Tuesday around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, and you can watch that on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just follow Podcastrophe on any of those platforms, and be sure to chat with us. Also, be sure to check out the Journey into Comics Network and all of its amazing shows. Now, on with the show!
The following Journey into Comics.
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 Journey into Comics
Network. Production.
That's like Live, Laugh, Love, except for trailer parks.
Warning, Podcastrophe imminent. This is Podcastrophe with Dick and Tyler, and we're coming at you with a fistful of heritage on a podcast where anything goes and there are no safe spaces. This is Podcastrophe.
Like it, love it, yee.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Podcastrophe, episode 104. I got it right this week.
Yeah, you did.
Last week I stumbled through
You
it.
suck.
Like, a lot. Not a lot going on here. Tyler is taking a break for a little while to focus on school, and hopefully it won't have to be longer than it needs to be, his break, that is, due to scheduling conflict with us. A lot up in the air right now, given how much we can do this show, or what day we can do this show on. So Tyler's unavailable on Tuesdays due to classes, and we are pretty much only available on Tuesdays because your work schedule, Miranda, that is,
Yes.
my current co-host.
Where's my little intro?
I need to make a new intro. I was talking to Tyler. Tyler swung by Saturday and picked up his cable, and I sat and talked to him for a little bit. And I told him like how I wanted to make a new intro that basically didn't say anything about hosts. It's just the show.
Oh, I was gonna say, if I'm gonna be hosting,
That way
where's my
it's
name?
like it doesn't matter who's co-hosting or who's hosting. It's just the show.
You aren't gonna say your name?
Nope. There's hopefully gonna be a lot. I'm gonna hopefully make a new intro. I'm either gonna like update the intro we already have, or I'm just gonna make a whole new one. I'm thinking about making a Big Dick Day like the intro. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully some good changes coming our way for the show.
Until then, you're stuck with me.
Till then, you're stuck with Miranda. No, it's always fun having you on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not today as much.
That's all right. You want to talk about it?
I mean, are you not tired of me bitching about work and stress already?
I'm sure the audience is not tired of hearing you bitch about it.
Do they
'cause
want to hear
haven't.
me bitch about work
Go for
and
it.
stress?
Let's hear it.
I don't know. What do you want to hear? Life sucks. Work sucks.
Yeah. You've been put in like this really weird position where you love your job, but the hours are just absolutely terrible.
I do.
Which is kind of like why this show's at this weird spot right now.
Yes. Blame my work.
I mean,
I really do love what I do. For those who don't know, I'm a dialysis technician. I save people's lives daily. But I love it. I really absolutely love it. Like I usually when I work, no matter what I do a really good job at enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm really good at doing things, stuffing things. I'm really good at it. So I find the good in it. And when I got hired on, I was told 3 12-hour shifts a week. I'd be out by 5:30. No problem. I can do that. It hasn't fucking been that. It just hasn't.
No.
We are so short-staffed, and we're just adding more patients and we don't have the staff to provide for them, and we're all having to work fucking stupid hours, and it's stressing me the hell out. It is.
Yeah. Like, what kind of hours are you working?
Shitty ones. I get up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and then I go to work at 4 a.m., and I'm there till 5, 6, 7 o'clock. And now that I'm going to be learning how to close the place down, I'll be there even later. Wait until Tuesday nights. This is what's going to suck. Tuesday nights are bleach nights, which means when I learn to bleach, I'll be there till like 11 p.m. So I'll be working 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. I don't even know if that's legal.
I really don't think it is.
But
like, especially like the way they give you breaks. Like,
yeah.
I think 8 hours you're legally supposed to have, like half an hour lunch for 8 hours.
No, like we get our first break pretty decent time. Like, okay, so like today I went in at 4 a.m. I got my first break. My last patient I was on at 7. So I got a little after 7, which isn't bad. Because once you get that first shift patients on, it's good. It's the turnover that sucks. And then, like, I didn't go to... Well, today I actually went to lunch at a decent time. But there's been days where I go in at 4 a.m. and it's... I don't get a lunch until 3 o'clock. And that sucks. I saw her... Skylar's post about healthcare in general. It is true. Healthcare is always short-staffed.
Yeah, I was going to say that's how it was for you at the nursing home, too.
Yeah. But the thing is, like...
Your hours didn't change based
My
off
hours
of...
didn't change. Yeah, that's the thing with this job. So, you know, I've been in CNA. I was a CNA for 11 years, and I worked... Every place I worked was short-staffed. So I'm used to that. And I told her I was used to that. But... Again, my hours never changed. I still worked.
You just had like more of a
6 to 2.
workload.
Yeah, I would have to pick up more of a workload.
However, like the way I see it is like this dialysis tech clinic. It's kind of like a service. People have appointments,
Right.
And it's just set every day, every other day, whatever it is, and you have so many people per day, so you can't go out until that last person's out.
Right.
And like. They just keep adding adding patients, but no people. So
no staff.
It's like
they're working one person for 2 shifts.
Yeah.
Like we need 2 people.
That's ridiculous.
It is. It is so hard because I absolutely love this job. But yeah, going back to short staff, it is true. Healthcare is short. I mean, but again, my hours never changed. The last nursing home I came from, that was the worst nursing home I ever worked at as far as short staff. I fucking broke my body, but 2 o'clock I was still out. I may have not gotten a lunch, but I was still out at 2 o'clock. This place, I never fucking know when I'm out. Not until that day of, and not even that, not until I know when that last patient is on. Because we're so short-staffed and we cram everybody in that... So, if people who come in on second shift, patient-wise, are late on their own... We're allowed to take them off on their off time. Mm-hmm. So, like, I had a patient today. He came in, like, 10 minutes late. His off time is 4:30. But since he was late, he was gonna get off at 4:40. I took his ass off at 4:30 because that's his off time. He was late. But if it's on us, if we make that person late and there's nobody running behind them, we have to offer them their full treatment. So, that Wednesday that I closed, I didn't get out till 9:30. It was after 9:30.
Yeah.
Because I had a patient who was due on at 5, but they crammed everybody together that I had 3 people coming off, 2 people going on at the same time, and this guy didn't get on until 5:30, and he was pissed off. And of course he wanted to stay his whole treatment. So that meant I had to stay there half an hour longer because this place sucks.
Yeah. Got a lot of people watching today.
I'm on here.
Hell yeah.
But they want to hear me bitch.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. I mean,
people like hearing me bitch.
It's interesting. Like everybody, to an extent, hates their job in some way or hates going to work. And I get it. You love your job.
I do.
But there's always something about our jobs that we find to hate.
Yeah, you can't work the perfect job, and that's what's stressing me out. Because now I'm torn between going back to my old job where I can have better hours, a little less pay, but I can control my hours more.
Not to mention, you can drop the kids off at school, or
The babysitter.
everything's right there.
Right.
The babysitter's right there. Their school's right there.
But,
Boom.
you know, the only thing that stops me with that is, one, I don't want to go back to being a CNA.
Yeah.
I did that for so many years that my body, one, just can't take it anymore. It makes me sound old, but it just can't. It's so physical. And two, not that I shame anybody being a CNA because I did it for 11 years, but there's something prideful I take in when I say I'm a dialysis tech versus
No, it's a
I'm
cool.
it is.
It's a cool title. I mean,
well,
it's
not only that, like, people who are CNAs for sure take care of people and keep them alive. Definitely.
but you're for sure you're
Like,
dealing
I'm
with their
literally keeping these people alive. Their lives are in my hands. And I like that. I like that responsibility. And not only that, like, I get more one-on-one with these people. Like, even though we're short-staffed, I know these patients better than I know anybody that I ever worked with as an aide, because we have that time. Because once everybody's on, once changeover's done, then you do have a little bit of time to breathe and relax. And I can sit and talk with patients, and that's what I like, because it is so hands-on. It's so more important.
Yeah.
But so no, I'm torn in between staying here, going back, or a new job, becoming a phlebotomist, making a little bit less, not much less, but a little bit, but having different hours. So, you know, going in at 10 a.m., which would be nice because I could sleep in, could take the kids to school, but I wouldn't get off till 7 p.m., and that right there is kind of stopping me from it. I don't like working evenings. I mean, that's not really a late evening, but that's still late enough where I'm like, I'm going to miss the kids' activities when they get into stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that. So I have been a hot mess.
Yeah, you have.
Today has been a bad one. Like, I'm really good at work with, I'm really good in general hiding my feelings, or like masking or bottling them up and not showing them, which can be bad sometimes. But at work, most importantly, because I work in a stressful job, it's stressful, and I have certain coworkers that bitch about their life and about being there, which I think is bullshit. You shouldn't be bitching to these patients about your life. And I think that's why I have a lot of patients love me, because I'm so positive. But I even had some today point out that they could tell I was off, which then upsets me because then I'm not hiding it very well.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm to that point where I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care, and I don't want to get to that point where I'm like, fuck it. But
Yeah.
That's my bitching. Anything else? And that is why I'm drinking now.
You drink every episode of the podcast.
Yeah, but I literally got off work. I even told the nurse. Got off work. That shitty ass fucking liquor store on 18th Street there that looks like it probably gets robbed every day. I went there.
on Erie or Elm.
Yeah, literally right there. I had some drunk dude holding a 40, like not letting me park in a parking spot because it was so packed. Went there, and my ass came inside the door. I opened a bottle the second I walked in the door, and I took it into the shower with me. And I took a shower with my drink. Yes.
Yeah, I came upstairs because I was down here. I was watching like mixing tutorial videos and stuff, and I go upstairs, and because you said you sent me a text saying I'm taking a shower real quick. And I was like, all right, she's home.
Yeah, I was
Run upstairs. I see your 6-pack of mics, and two are gone. I'm like,
Yeah, I went to the bathroom and drank one, and then I got one before I got in the shower. But
she means business tonight.
yes. But no, I know I had to take a shower. I was sweaty because here going bitching about work again.
Go for it.
Like,
It's called content.
yes, people want to hear me bitch.
I'd like to make it at least 30 to 45 minutes.
Well, I have 30 to 45 minutes worth of bitching
we are
to do.
15 minutes in, so
I have that much bitching now. It's gonna sound like gibberish though, because I mean nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. They're gonna be like,
somebody out there
whatever.
might.
Maybe, but So, no, I'm a sweaty fucking mess because where I work, we have 3 rooms. We have a small room that has 6 chairs, a middle room that has 9 chairs, and then the big room has 11. So the patient to tech ratio used to be 4:1, which meant one tech could take care of 4 patients. Mm-hmm. They bumped that up because we're short staff to 5-1, so 1 tech takes care of 5. Well, I was stuck in the room with 6 patients, where the nurse from the pods are supposed to help take care of one of those patients, put one on, take one off. Since we're so short staffed, of course that didn't happen. So I'm in this room of 6 people by myself. People can't even handle 4 to 5 patients by themselves. I was able to handle all 6 of my patients each shift by myself, plus go over and help the room next to me because they were drowning so bad, and take their patients off and set up their machines. It involved a lot of fucking running around and sweating, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a badass. But yeah, so that's why I had to go take a shower right away.
Like, I just don't understand how, like, I get it, you're short-staffed, but, like, how does the manager not see how shitty everyone is and just, like, get rid of them? I get it. You're short-staffed, you can't really get rid of anybody, but, like...
I don't know, maybe because our manager's never out on the fucking floor. Like, I was pissed off today. So, when I say... So, we have a first shift and a second shift. And third shift on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Shifts don't matter at your place, apparently, because...
Okay, so when I say first shift, I mean patient-wise.
Oh, okay.
So, our first shift patients come on usually 5 a.m., and then they stagger, like, 15, 20 minutes in between. So, like, I have a 5 o'clock, a 5:30, 5:45, 6, 6:15, 6:45, 7. And then they all stagger, like, with coming off. And you have only so long to set up these machines before second shift patients come in, and they kind of start staggering.
Yeah.
But I was pissed off because... So, with our 3 rooms, we're supposed to have 2 techs in the big room and a nurse. 2 techs in the middle room and a nurse, and then a nurse and a tech in the small room. Well, someone did come in and help out today in the middle room, but they had to leave in the middle of turnover, which is the worst. Where the fuck was our manager? Her fucking ass was not on the floor helping.
Yeah.
She was in her office eating McDonald's. Yeah.
That's when you report them to a higher power.
But there was a note on her door. We are doing really well with patient census. Well, no shit, because you keep adding all these fucking patients when we don't have the staff. She has been working the 3rd shift, though.
Yeah.
She has been doing that because nobody else is going to fucking do it. She has been doing that. Till she fucking makes it mandatory.
Surprised she remembers how to do it.
Not very well. But...
We got Amber in the comments. She's getting mad we're not acknowledging her, apparently. Looks like a lot of middle fingers. 4 of them. What she got over there?
Oh, I was reading a message from my manager.
I thought you were reading the chat or something.
No.
No, that sucks, and I've hated that you've been in this position because, like, I remember how excited you were to get this job and then get through the training. I remember how nervous you were.
I was very nervous.
It all because
sticking people is nerve-wracking.
And then, like, you got the hang of it, and you started breezing through it, and then all this shit started happening.
Which is stressful. I was.
It's been stressful for me.
I know, because you have to listen to me.
Well, I mean, just listening, but no, I mean, I'm a very empathic person, so, like, I feel what other people feel when they're talking to me, or a lot of I get sensory overload pretty easily, which is why I'm
you do.
Why I'm usually pretty quiet if there's like a lot going on or.
No, there's been times where I've been, like, really stressed. And you're like, I can't fucking deal with your stress.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
I take it on. Like, despite not actually, like, feeling what you feel or experiencing what you're experiencing.
You get tired of the bitching.
I take on the stress that you are exerting, I guess.
Yeah.
And I do my best to handle it.
Yeah.
I'm either quiet and just listen, or on a few occasions I've just been like,
shut the fuck up.
I
don't
can't do
hear
it.
Yeah. It's been a while since you've said that.
It's been a while since I've straight up been like, I cannot fucking listen to you right now.
I know. Well, and I feel bad that I bitch so much. I try not to.
Yeah, there are times where I'm just like, once I'm over it, I just start one-wording, and I'm sure you can tell.
Yeah, I can tell. But you do the same when it comes to your work and the things that you say.
I know.
No, your job's not as stressful and you don't bitch as much about your job. But no, I was super excited about this job, especially when, you know, I tried to apply for this job and got offered a position when I was with my ex and had to turn it down because back then the training wasn't paid, and he said we can afford for me to go do the training. So I had to turn down this position and this money, and I was so upset. And here I get offered this again. I'm excited. And I was nervous, super fucking nervous. Like I said, sticking people with needles is nerve-wracking. And just, I mean, you're literally dealing with their blood. Like the slightest mistake could kill them. And so it is nerve-wracking. And I did. I breezed through it. And, you know, I read all these, especially before I started my training, I read all these stories where, you know, it takes most people 6 months to a year to get the hang of things. And I had it within, I mean, even my preceptor was like, you're freaky good.
Well, I mean,
like,
that's the trend with you, is like when you get into something, you get good at it really fast.
I do, and I feel like people take me as a joke when I say that, like in interviews and stuff. Because of course, when you're in an interview, you're trying to sell yourself. Like, you're trying to make yourself
The thing
good.
is, I've watched you do things. Like, I've watched you like either make things or like create things or just do something. And like on the occasions like where you've made something for me, like I mean, as silly as it sounds, my cut-off shorts, or stuff like that, like my Quail Man costume. Like, you kicked ass at that. I mean, it's simple, but you kicked ass at it, and you just did it. You know, you do things, and you're good at them when you set your mind to it. I mean, I've seen your cakes and stuff. Like, they're excellent.
No, I am. I really am. And that's, like, when I was on the phone interview yesterday, I mean, the lady even told me, slow down. I feel like you're thinking of, like, the perfect answer, you know, to these questions. And I'm like, no, that's just me. Like, it sounds so, and like, when she asks, when they, this is one thing I hate in interviews, when they ask for those experiences where you've been disciplined or you've been told you're doing something wrong and to change it. I literally have never had that happen. Just because, and I don't know how to explain this to people, for them to be like, wow, she's... One time, I can remember one time where I've ever... And I wasn't even disciplined. I was just told to correct something. It was when I first became a CNA, my first week, I left the patients. Back then, alarms now are, like, different with the state. But back then, they had these motion alarms by the beds. And I worked second shift, and I put this patient to bed, and I walked out, and the nurse was still in there. I forgot to turn the alarm on. She said, hey, just remember to turn the alarm on. Ever since then, like, I've never been disciplined for my work. I've never been told you're doing something wrong, you need to change it, or, you know. So I always hate getting asked those questions in interviews because I'll tell them, I'll be like, honestly, I don't know how to answer that. Because I take my work seriously. I'm quick at what I do, and that doesn't mean I breeze through it and make mistakes. I go over... Like, I'm just thorough and very... I don't even know how to say it, but yeah. But, you know, I do. I absolutely love this job. And, you know, my preceptor said, you know, you're freaky good at this. Like, nobody's picked it up as quick as you have. And I take pride in that. I take pride in having several patients request me or tell me I'm their favorite or their angel. So that's another reason why I'm stressed, because I love people. I'm very social, and people I take care of especially mean a lot to me. So that's another reason why I'm like stressing out, because I've got so many multiple patients in my head where I'm like, they would be so hurt if I left.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was with Michael, he would make me feel bad. I don't know if he meant to make me feel bad or not when I would leave a nursing home because it was so stressful. he's like, just think of all those people not getting good care now. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, I don't want to think of that. So I am stressed that the hours have become what I was not promised. And I've been trying my best. But you can only try so long. And I try not to bitch because I know you hate it. How long have you had that Ron Swanson pop?
I've had that for about a couple years now. I mean, I had it at Abbey Lane.
I just not noticed it.
Yep, I've had pretty much all of these. A few of these are only like a year old, and I know like one of them's Christmas.
I just don't think I've ever realized you had that one.
Well, I think it's because we've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec, and you're recognizing him now.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, there's my bitching.
Who is your favorite character on Parks and Recreation? I'm pretty split between Andy and Ron Swanson.
Oh, I know
Ron. As you know.
I like Andy, but I also like Latrelli.
Oh, Chris Traeger.
I love him.
Yeah.
Him and Ann, they're so sweet.
What's his name? I can't even remember his real name right now, but yeah, his name in the show is Chris Traeger.
Yeah. I think I like him because he's
so positive and upbeat.
Yeah,
like
and
nonstop.
Although I bitch to you a lot, I am a very positive person.
You are.
I wish you could see me at work because I'm not so negative and bitchy. I am very positive, and when I have multiple patients point that out and say things, I don't know, but I think that's why I like him and Ann, because Ann's that caring, sweet, compassionate person, which I am, and then he's just so positive and upbeat. And
even when he's talking about like something that's negative, he's like, like about his illnesses or anything like that. Anytime he's sick,
which is funny though, because I've always been so I am a positive person, but I have always been that. Okay, so I guess work, I'm positive. Life, I haven't been as positive because I have so many experiences where I get happy, I get motivated, I get positive, I think something's gonna happen that's good, and it gets shit on so quick and so bad multiple times. So I'm always like, fuck life, why should I be positive when it always, like, life, like, every time I think, it's good and life's good, life's like, fuck you, no it's not, here you go. So it is funny that, because I'm not as positive as him. Work-wise, yes, life, no. No.
I love how we're like analyzing your life right now. Mm-hmm. Like it's almost like it's your therapy session.
Yes, it is.
You're getting to vet and.
Do I need to scream louder?
No, you're
into
fine.
The microphone.
No, you're fine. We don't have Tyler here. We're good.
I know that's what. Do I need to be Tyler?
No. The audience needs a break from that for a little bit.
Yeah. It's pretty bad when I can be in our living room listening to TV and I can hear him screaming from and I even videotape it,
yeah.
and you can still hear it.
The thing is, like, the ceiling is like just not insulated whatsoever or something. Because
no, he's just loud.
I mean, he is. I will say that he is loud, but like, just the fact that you can usually be like, can you turn that down or something? And I'm like, it's not even loud.
Oh yeah, I can always hear your stuff.
Yeah, so like, I think it's just like the ceiling is just not insulated or very soundproofed. It just sound travels through it so easily.
When that sound is loud, then yes, it does.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know what to do. Like, I have an interview tomorrow, now I got my manager begging me to stay and telling me she'll do whatever. She's offering me a raise, I think. She's like, money's not an issue, that's negotiable. $50 an hour.
Like I told you, like, I would be like, dude, I don't care about money. I mean, money's nice.
See, but I
like,
do.
But no, but you already make good money.
Yeah, but both of the other jobs are less than what I make now.
Well, yeah, okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not even talking about the other jobs. I'm saying money is not an issue when it comes to this place because you are making good money, but it's just the hours.
It is.
And they are so ridiculous.
But, hey, if I can get more money out of this, I'm going to try.
No, they're just so ridiculous. And I'm like, I have no issue doing all the things that I need to do to, like, keep this household running while you're at work.
Hopefully not.
No, I don't.
You married
it's
into
just
it.
like, I just wish you were here, you know?
I wish I was here, too. Yeah. But no, I don't know. But no, money is an issue for me because I'm a provider.
Yeah.
I am. And you have stated several times before that the kids aren't your financial responsibility, so.
See, but they are, like, because I do take care of everyone financially in a way.
You do.
I mean, we
we split our bills, and you take them to the babysitters, and you pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
But
I buy food. I mean, it's just an even thing all the way around.
As far as, like, when it comes to school, their education, their extra... What is that? I can't even think of the word right now.
Extracurriculars.
Thank you. It did not want to come out of my mouth. You said no. That's not your responsibility.
I don't think it is. But that's a discussion from a previous episode. If
Yeah,
you want to check that out.
You're right.
Yeah.
What else were we going to talk about? Is that enough of my bitching? You want to hear more?
Damn,
you wanted
made
to talk
it
about
half an hour.
Are we done then?
Nope. Yep, we're done.
You wanted to talk about Andrew Luck.
Yeah, I want you to share your opinions on the whole Andrew Luck situation.
Okay.
Andrew Poor talked about it today on, or I guess Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, but when you hear
Tuesday.
this,
What did he have to say about it?
he's pretty pissed
At what?
the fans.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He discussed toxic fans.
Talking here. You wanted me to discuss this.
Yeah, he talked about toxic fan bases. He discussed both the whole Andrew Luck thing and the Spider-Man deal between Sony
See,
and
that
Marvel.
whole thing, I don't know what's going on there. Like, I mean, I know what's going on, but I don't. Like, it's not something I'm like...
So, back in the day, Marvel wanted to... They didn't have enough money to make their own movies. So they sold the movie rights to several different studios, like Fox for X-Men and Fantastic Four, Universal got Hulk, Sony got Spider-Man and all of his villains and characters. So over time,
To think they didn't have the money.
Disney Marvel acquired a lot of those back.
Right.
I mean, most recently the Fox deal. But 4 years ago, they got the rights to... They made a deal with Sony to use Spider-Man in the MCU universe, and in return, they would help Sony out with their own Spider-Man movies, and that's how we got Tom Holland playing this current Spider-Man. And,
So what's this all mean? Does that all mean that Spider-Man does not matter in Avengers? Like, what is the whole... like,
just going forward, we don't know, because there hasn't been a new deal made, but as of right now, Spider-Man is solely in Sony. It will not be in MCU movies. So
like, if they were to ever make another Avengers right now, currently, there would be no Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's sad.
They can't say anything about Spider-Man or the Spider-Man characters in that universe. Spider-Man, at the same time, cannot mention any of those characters.
I mean,
it's just...
At least if they were to make another Avengers, the one person who really cared about Spider-Man is dead, so...
Yeah, it's just... It's a weird situation. I mean, it's far from over. I feel like they're still working something out, and it's been back and forth as to who's at fault for this breakdown of the deal. I think at one point Marvel was like, "Look, we'll just outright buy Spider-Man from you. What name your price?" And Sony's like $10 billion, and Marvel's like
$1 million.
or Disney. It's not even Marvel. It's Disney. Disney's like, "Yeah, no."
My face still looks really red in the camera.
It's gonna.
Anyway, so back to Andrew
light.
Luck.
Yeah, back to Andrew Luck. Talk.
Yes, I am pissed at the fans.
What happened?
He retired.
So from what I understand...
Hold on.
So, backstory. He told his teammates in the locker room that he was going to retire.
Uh-huh.
Somebody overheard that and got it out to the media.
Ugh.
And so that kind of forced his hand. He was not ready to, like, announce that, I
Right.
guess.
Oh, I bet not. That was, like, the
And-
worst time to announce it, so I guarantee it was some little snitch.
So, like, I guarantee, like, the owner, Ursay or the coach or somebody was like, you need to get ahead of this before Monday.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be 48 hours of, like, press coverage.
Yeah.
And
No, Andrew Luck retired. when I saw it, I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck? Especially right when the season's starting. That is a shitty way to...
Did he even play that game?
No, he didn't.
He retired before the game?
Yeah, he was on the sidelines. He was not dressed for the game.
Wow.
I love the Colts, and I love Andrew Luck. Have we spent a shit ton of money on Andrew Luck? Yes. I think he would have been worth it, though, had he had offensive linemen to protect him like they should. So, let's go back. Okay, when he got signed on, everyone's like, because he got signed on the same time Russell Wilson, I think it was, got signed on. So those were the two big quarterbacks everybody was watching. Who's the better one? This poor dude steps into the Colts and has to follow the number one quarterback's shoes. That right there is stressful enough. To follow in Manning's shoes is stressful. So he took on that role. He did a good job. He was a good quarterback.
And at the age he was at, too.
Yeah. He was young.
I mean, he's our age.
Yeah. I mean, Manning was young, too, when he started. But, yeah. So, he was a good quarterback. He led his team very well. He was a very positive person. He was a very good person, good-hearted. And that's one thing I loved about the Colts always. I always felt like the Colts were a wholesome team, wholesome fan base. You never saw our team get in fights or, you see these stories about these fans raging through the cities and burning shit down.
The Eagles fans.
I've never seen Colts fans do that. So, this poor guy...
No, they just whine and complain on Facebook.
This poor guy gets handed this crappy team. Not crappy team, but the crappy team. Nobody protects him at all.
No, he was constantly
when you're letting
injured.
your quarterback get fucking sacked and hit, he's gonna get hurt. Our bodies are fragile. I'm surprised half of them aren't dead from the impacts that they take. So, he got hurt a lot. He stuck around. We tried to, he comes back and he gets hurt again. It's sad. It is so sad that, he could have gone to another team, had better offensive line, and could still be playing because this poor guy had potential.
Yeah.
And he loves football. You can tell he loves football. And it's sad. But no, when they announced that he was retiring, I was upset. And then I fucking hear that the Colts fans boo him off why he's going to the locker room. That pissed me off. That made me almost ashamed to be a Colts fan. Because this poor guy has had a lacerated kidney, broken bones, and fucking surgeries after surgeries. And you're going to boo... And he's stuck with us. And you're going to boo him his last walk off the field. You're going to boo at him. How low do you have to be? How selfish do you have to be to do that to somebody? This guy's recently married. He's got a kid on the way. I don't blame him for retiring at all.
No,
he's thinking about himself. He's thinking about his family. Yeah, he could have continued to play and made more fucking billions and billions of dollars, and this kid would have never had to work, and his great grandkids would have never had to work. But who's to say if he would have stepped back on that field and got hit at the wrong time, he could have died. I don't props to him. I mean, that was a bold move to do, but clearly his head's in the right place.
Yeah,
his family.
I agree.
And again, like I said, and then I fucking read today where someone, I don't know if this is true or not, slashed his fucking tires.
Yeah.
After...
People are just so shitty.
People are shitty and selfish.
People just don't understand how to be human beings.
No, they
anymore.
don't. They don't have compassion. I could have understand if this was a shitty ass fucking quarterback that came in and acted like he...
Jay Cutler. If this was Jay Cutler.
Acted like he owned the team and did shitty and didn't fuck the Colts, talk shit about the team and they play. Yeah. But no, this guy.
If this was Jay Cutler, slash his tires all day. Who gives a fuck? But Despite the fact that Jay Cutler is my fucking hero. But he's a total piece of shit.
This guy did not deserve to be booed off stage. This guy, like, when I read, like, his like, after the game, his report, he was crying. Like, you can tell this is he didn't want to do this. This is mentally draining him. And you're gonna fucking boo him off stage.
Yeah.
Like, I am ashamed to be a Colts fan. Like, I am. And I hate that
Can
because
always become I was about to say Patriots fan.
fuck no.
Falcons fan.
No.
We're pretty cool.
No. Because
I'm pretty cool.
you know, and like, and I'm sure every fan and stadium, you know, they all act kind of the similar. Like, when their team's on the field, they're quiet. You know, the defense is on the field and they're loud. But I've been to some Colts games and I've, you know, seen, you know, this that, and for like, why would you boo him off stage? Like, it pisses me off. It makes me want to cry for him. But no, I'm not mad at it at all. I don't care about the money. I mean, yeah, I do hate that fucking football players make so much fucking money.
Yeah, right.
But I am one of those fans that buy into their fucking shit.
I mean, they make so much money, but they sacrifice so much in terms of their bodies.
They sacrifice their bodies for our selfish wants and needs.
And over a game.
Yeah.
And then that's another thing. People are getting so pissed off over a player in a game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A player that's just good enough to do it at a professional level and do it in front of TV.
Well, and what's funny is, like, when Manning left and so many Colts fans, like, turn their backs, everyone's like, oh, see where your heart's at, not the team, just the player. Everybody's saying the same thing now. Like, to me,
like, fans act like the players are getting paid by them.
I know.
Like, fuck you.
I know.
They're
like,
getting paid by, like,
not once did I ever think, oh, well, that fucking money that he's getting and all this money I wasted on him. No, like, I felt bad for him, and I thought, good for you. Like, this, it is sad, but, well, just like, what's funny is, like, Pat McAfee, Colts kicker, he fucking retired. Nobody booed him off.
Yeah.
And I did not expect him to retire.
I think it was just the timing is why it pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, I can see that. That was a little... But again, it probably was not on him at all.
No.
Like,
people are... Like, I guarantee people are pissed about their fantasy league and the drafted him. It's like, get the fuck over it.
People are so hurt over
anything. Over it.
But,
no,
I don't know.
I think... So he's young enough and, you know, he's talented enough. I think he's got a very successful career in whatever he chooses to do.
I even read where they said something about there's a possibility of him returning back to football. I don't know how true that is. If he wants to do that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, there's several routes he could take. He could go like, what's his name, Romo. He could be a commentator. He could be a coach. He could be a coordinator. Like, there are so many things he can do within football.
But at least he'll still be physical and be able to move for his child when it comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be there for his wife when she gives birth and can help out. That's the thing. That people don't have hearts nowadays at all.
No, they don't understand that these people that they...
Are people.
Yeah, exactly.
They
don't realize that these people that we put on pedestals and, like, worship and follow their every fucking move... and comment on everything they do. They're just people.
You know, you say that.
They're human beings.
I do agree with that, but at the same time, I do sometimes hate celebrities.
Oh,
I do.
Yeah. I mean,
like, they act like, we're like you. No, fuck you. You're not. You don't have all these financial burdens unless you put yourself in that because you got into debt and blew all your money that we gave you.
I mean, there are people out there that, yeah, for sure, it's like they just came onto money, or they were talented at some point and earned their money, but then they just stopped, and yet they're still earning money.
Yeah.
But then there are people like just gonna throw some names out there: The Rock, John Cena, like some actors like that are constantly working their ass off to make sure that the money they get is earned.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But no, like, I remember reading in magazines where, like, there would be this, like, section where it's, like, celebrities, they're like us, too, and it's, like, them grocery shopping or them picking up their... I'm like, no, they're not fucking like us. Like, they have it so much better sometimes. And the media and paparazzi, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but I'll take your life. I gladly, just like good Charlotte says, you know, lifestyles of the rich and famous, that song, like, we will take that. Quit bitching about it. Like, I don't know. I gotta go pee really bad, though. I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
Oh, man.
Talk. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's such a weird life that we live, where we have these people that are paid so much money and have little to no responsibility whatsoever, other than just to keep themselves alive or keep themselves in shape. And like, kudos to the ones that, you know, stay down to earth and, you know, act, again, like I said, work their asses off to stay in shape, stay on top of the game of whatever they're doing. You know, good for them. But, you know, there's a lot of them out there that just do nothing and don't earn their pay, I guess. It's weird. Like, 'cause I can't knock some of these celebrities for being rich. I mean, that's just the life that they chose or were thrust into, and they got lucky. That's all there is to it. You know, or again, they earned their spot. I don't know. You back?
How'd you do?
I did okay. I talked a little bit. I said some things. Get all comfy.
I am. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My legs are tingling.
Yeah. What are we gonna do for dinner tonight?
I have no idea. I feel like I shouldn't eat, though.
Tyler's dad comments, with a chef and staff of trainers, one would think it was easy. Add nothing else to do. He's very right. I mean, but at the same time, that's their job. Like, that is their to-do. I mean, if they have kids, I'm sure they raise them the best they can, and when they're working, they have, of course, they have the luxury of nannies.
I was gonna say, I know a lot of celebrities, or they have nannies. Like, bitch, you think fucking Britney Spears is getting up in the middle of the night with her kids to change their diapers and feed them?
I don't know.
No, I highly doubt it.
I mean, it's
I mean,
very
she had her
unlikely.
kids when they were babies, but no. But see, and then that's the other thing, where, yeah, I'm glad sometimes I'm not a celebrity, because, yeah, there are some out there that are kind-hearted and, you know, appreciate things, but the majority of them, like, they haven't lived that life where they have to appreciate things. They have to, like, you know, people, like, you know, celebrity parents have all these nannies. I would never in a million years want a nanny. Although, yes, the thought of never having to get up with a newborn in the middle of the night sometimes might sound appeasing, but I loved that connection. I love that bonding. So, yeah. What the hell's blowing up our snap?
What's up?
Oh, I was looking at our chat.
Okay.
What?
I had to look up who Lori Loughlin is.
Who is it?
She's the one who ends up, like, seeing Jesse in Full House, and ends up being, like, his wife and married. Like, I don't know.
Why are we talking about this?
Because there was a scandal not long ago where she basically paid her.
Oh, for her child to go to college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of them actually getting accepted.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But no, dinner, I don't know, because at 4 o'clock this morning, I sat in my car and ate about 100, like, cowtails.
What is a cowtail? What's a cowtail?
Okay, so the cowtail's like the long piece, but I got these little, it's the caramel chewiness with the soft, yummy, creamy center. You're telling me you don't know what a cowtail is?
I've never had a cowtail.
What? Hold on.
Never had a cowtail.
Oh my god, they're just these. Those cowtails. You
Nope.
never had a cowtail?
Never had a cowtail.
These, right here. You've got it. You just if you tell me you don't know what these are, those.
Nope.
What? They can't see it.
Yeah, don't show the camera. It's not gonna be able to see your phone from over there.
I didn't eat the full blown out like cowtail stick. I ate the caramel cream bullseyes.
Yeah. It's
caramel, like, okay, so that's caramel, and then the centerpiece is just the creamiest, most, I don't even know that, I mean, I used to as a kid, and I still currently do, will eat the caramel first, and then save those little pieces, the little white pieces, and then shove them all in my mouth, because they melt in there so perfectly. But I bought a bag yesterday, because I stopped at CVS before I picked up the kids to get some sleeping pills, because I have a hard time sleeping. So I saw this yummy, delicious bag of cowtails, and I'm like, I need you in my life.
It's okay. I keep buying 2-pound bags of Sour Patch Kid
Fuck
watermelons.
you. So I got this bag.
I'm only on my second bag.
I got this bag, and I ate quite a few in the parking lot waiting for the kids. But then this morning, I'm like so stressed. I didn't want to be at work. I'm sitting in the parking lot, and I shove like 50 of these in my mouth, and I'm like... And then I went on lunch. What did I get on lunch? Oh no, on my break, I took my break. I didn't even do any. I took a nap on my break. I never take naps. I was so like drained and emotionally just like, I don't want to be here. I went out to my car and I set my alarm and I fell asleep. And then I got Burger King for lunch, and that was a horrible idea.
Yeah, Burger King sucks.
I know. But when I was going back in, I found 2 more of these cowtails, and I ate them. And all day I've been like doing this, and I can feel my double chin. I'm like, Jesus.
Tyler's dad says sour cola bottle gummies.
Yes.
Haribo.
I can't believe you never had do you like caramel?
That's all right. I don't mind it.
You're gonna eat one of these. I'll have to buy more because I ate them all.
Okay.
They're so good. The strawberry cowtails.
Yeah, we need to find out what we're doing for dinner.
I don't even know.
'Cause,
I'm so fat I shouldn't eat.
It's too late to cook, and we don't have.
I'm not cooking anyway.
We don't have enough money to go eat out.
We
So
do,
it's
but
like,
we don't. We're not broke people.
I'm broke.
I wasn't broke. I've been doing so good with my money. And then this weekend, for some reason, I thought I was rich.
Ooh, that's something we could talk about this weekend.
Oh, yes. Go.
So, first off, I had my 10-year class reunion. That was fun.
So much fun.
It was like 2 hours. Caught up with like 5 people. it was okay.
Caught up with 5 people for like 2 seconds, but then sat there and talked to 3 people that you know
Yeah,
the most.
I know. Yeah, we sat and talked to Andy and Jasmine for a while.
This weekend, what did we do? This weekend, so
Well,
Saturday.
Summer's in.
Yeah, we went to Summer's Inn Festival. For those of you who don't know, is Rossville's little tiny shindig.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be right there on 26, busiest fucking highway. I don't know how the hell nobody got hit or killed because 26 is a crazy mess. It used to be big.
I mean, they didn't detour around it, or?
No, you'd go right. They had booths right there where the parking spots were on the side of the road.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I remember it. I remember getting a turtle from my first Summer's Inn Festival. I got a turtle. That turtle lived forever.
They typically do.
They don't have booths now of turtles, though. It's sad.
No, it was cool going there. I mean, I had a really awesome pork chop.
Oh my god, the FFA pork chops are
I was really
the
good.
best.
I remember at one point, like, I was like, this has a bone.
Yeah.
I was not expecting a T-bone.
Come on, real people eat bone.
I know. I hate having to do it around it.
No.
But I think, okay, so the last couple times I've had bone in my meat, it hasn't been too bad because I'm an adult and I can handle cutting around it now.
Yeah. No, we'll see what theirs. It's so tender, it just falls off. It's like, oh my god, it's so good. But no, we missed the parade, which was sad because I like parades. And I like Russell's parade. Like, they have a lot. And the FFA pork chop truck drives through and passes out free pork chops. I hunted them down one year just to get a free pork chop. I started at the beginning and went all the way to the end screaming, I want a pork chop.
I'm not surprised.
They gave me one, though. So yeah, we went there. The booths I was disappointed in. Like, there used to be so much.
Yeah, there wasn't much. I mean,
so much. I mean, you could just, like, it was so sad because back then it was when they had this stuff, I didn't have money to buy things, and I have money to buy things, and they don't have anything I want to buy. But no, we got pork chops. We saw Mr. Griffin, my favorite teacher ever. He's literally the best. He's just a good person. He used to give me so much shit for marrying Michael. He's such a good. He was my FFA teacher, my ag teacher, my landscaping, I just love him. Like, it's sad to think, but like, I would love the kids to have him as a teacher, but he's not. He's not going to be there. I mean, he'll probably still be alive, but not be teaching.
Yeah.
But
I had a good time walking around Rossville. Like, we didn't do much, but we just walked around.
We went to look at garage sales, which I was all excited for. I love garage selling, but by that time I just wasn't really wanting to spend money. But then we headed to Delphi. I was excited because I won a free jacket from Nazira's dance studio, which I never win anything. I was excited, but then I get the jacket and it's like 3 times too small.
Which you got an extra large.
An extra large, but this is why women think they're fat, because society makes them think they are. I get an extra large and it fits like a medium. It's tiny. Maverick said it was cute though.
Nazira thought it was hers.
Oh, I bet.
She's like, I got a new dance jacket.
No, wrong! It says dance mom.
I said, that's mommy's.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, we got, and then we went straight to the reunion where we just hung out there for a while. That was alright. Like,
it was okay. I was disappointed because we were given free drink tickets. You get 1 free drink.
Yeah.
And when I said Sex on the Beach, they said, nope, it can't be free. And I'm like, what the fuck? Talk about whatever.
That was weird. Like, I don't know. I don't think a lot of planning went into it, obviously.
Clearly not.
But, like, I didn't expect much. In fact, I didn't even expect to have one until, like, people started cropping up talking about it. But, it was all right. Not a lot of people showed up.
I mean, you didn't really introduce me to anybody, honestly.
I didn't really. I did.
Well, you didn't introduce me to Stripey Dress Girl.
I don't know.
I think you only introduced me to one guy towards the end. I don't even know who his name was.
Might have been Casey.
But no, it wasn't bad. You chit-chatted with some people. I sat there and talked to one of your friends' girlfriends that I knew. So I wasn't left alone, which, I mean, I don't mind getting left alone at events anyway. I'm good at mingling. Yeah, but there towards the end, it was getting kind of like, I spent like $20 on drinks and wasn't feeling a buzz.
Yeah.
At all.
Like I said, I think that's just, they did that just so you'd spend more money.
Maybe, I don't know. It was a new girl working and
yeah, it was an all right time. Like, I wish a few more people would have showed up. I wish, it is what it is. Then we went to the bacon festival where we wasted $10 a piece.
Waste of money. And we did get free slices of bacon, $10 bacon.
Yeah. Ran into Calvin. That was nice.
Yeah.
Then we went back to Summer's End Festival.
It was just so packed. Like,
yeah, it was way
overwhelming.
Too packed. It was way
Which I don't
too
get
packed.
overwhelmed, but it was just way too busy. But yeah, we went to Summer's End Festival. We spent more money. I did. Got the kids little shaved ice because their dad's worthless and couldn't. Got myself some cotton candy.
Wait, he refused to buy it? Or did he?
You didn't hear? I asked Nazira. She goes, can you buy us slushies? I said, why can't your dad? He told us to ask you.
Wow.
Yeah. And he even said that. Yeah, I told him to ask you. Like, what a piece of shit.
Like, you piece of shit. This is your time with them.
I ended up spending, like, I don't know, $60 or $70. I thought it was hot shit. And then I checked my bank account. I'm like, yeah. Damn it. We have all these bills coming up this weekend.
Yeah. We spent a little too much money this weekend because the next day, Sunday, we went and made a trip down to 450 North.
Yeah, which was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of money on gas. That was nice.
Yeah, we spent like $40 a piece.
Yeah.
We got amazing slushies.
I think that's like the first time I've actually sat and drank there. Normally, I only get a flight and that's it. This time, I got a flight and then two drinks.
They were amazing. I loved that Millions slushie. It was so good. I caught a buzz right away, and then you made me eat, and I lost it. I was stuffed.
But that pulled pork sandwich was so good.
It was so good. It really was. I was so stuffed.
Normally we get pizza, but we said this time we are not getting pizza.
Well, I said no pizza, and when I meant no pizza, I meant I'm not fucking eating, I'm just drinking. And then you said, we need to eat.
No, we need to eat.
And then I saw that pulled pork, and I was like,
Your stomach will appreciate it.
It didn't, though, because I was so fucking stuffed.
Yeah, we were both stuffed. But then again, those slushies are just so filling.
They are. They're just so thick and filling. It's just...
But they're so good.
And I said, maybe we drank them too fast, because this other guy got a flight, and he was sitting there taking his time, and I buzzed right... I drank mine fast.
Yeah. I was really bummed because they didn't have the slush mallow available. And they didn't have one of their IPAs, which I would have tried. Instead, I got the 2 IPAs I've had before. They just re-released them. And
we were gonna try the slush pops, but
the slushy freezes.
We couldn't.
Oh my god, I want to try those so bad still.
We couldn't put any more in our stomachs.
Well, they got another release coming out on the 13th.
I probably were.
That's their 7-year anniversary.
I saw that, and they're giving away free shit.
Yep. So I don't know what we're gonna do there, but...
Well, you work, I work.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh well. Then we got their corn maze coming up.
Which I have off.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
I do have that off.
By the way, I don't have any Saturdays in September.
Must be nice.
As of now.
Must be nice.
I got the email today. No, I really enjoyed 450 North this time. It was nice to just go there, sit there, and drink.
It is. It just sucks that it literally takes our entire day.
Oh, it does.
To drive down there and then drive back. Because then by the time we got back, we're stuffed, we want to relax, and then bam, kids are here.
Yep. And at that point, we're irritable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like the Millions? That was your favorite?
That was my favorite. Because it was berry-ish, and I like berries.
I kind of wish I would have drank more of that, or at least got it in my flight.
And it was 10% alcohol.
Yeah, instead of the IPAs. Like, I was just not impressed with the IPAs, nor did I really like them. But yeah, that one, I wish I would have had that one. I wish I would have had...
The creamsicle, the orange creamsicle, I did like.
Yeah, the creamsicle was
that. Good. And was it the popsicle?
You mean the rainbow?
The rainbow.
Rainbow popsicle, and then they had the unicorn. Was it unicorn horn or?
Yeah, that I liked those, but no, I liked the Millions.
Oh man, that's what I got my full drinks of was the unicorn and the rainbow pop.
Oh, I got Millions.
Oh god, that rainbow pop was so good.
Like I said, we should still just take my parents' land and just do what they do up here.
If only we knew how.
Let's learn. Let's teach ourselves.
Like I think it's so cool that they have that because that's so unique. I don't know any other place that does it. I mean, people make sours and
and I've tried some sours and they're not so good.
People make Berliner Weisses, which is what the slushies are. They're Berliner Weisses, but
I don't know. Whatever they're doing, I'm just glad they keep doing it because it's good. And I like it because I don't drink beer. I hate beer. Yeah. But it's nice that I can go down there and try different things.
But remember when they first started coming out with the slushies when they were what were they called? The
sours?
No, they weren't called the sours. They were let me look over here.
Slurpees,
yeah.
Yeah.
And before they had to change their name.
Slurpees. Why do they have to change their name?
7-Eleven.
Oh, that's so stupid.
It was a copyright thing.
Oh my god.
But no, remember like when they first came out and like we tried them then.
Yeah.
Or I had you try them, and you're like, I still taste the yeast. Dude.
Yeah.
They've definitely come a long way.
They have. They are a lot fruitier and sour and not so yeasty. And they were. I remember when they were Slurpees. I don't want to say they were an acquired taste, but they were, which is funny because I cannot acquire that taste for beer. I don't think I will ever be able to acquire that taste.
You know how I acquired it? I would already just be drunk and I'd be like, well,
see, that's what people say. Like,
I want to keep drinking and this is all I have. So
I've tried that whole shit and I can't do it. If I don't like something, I don't want to put it in my mouth. It's just that. I'm not going to force myself to like something. Like, there's been places I've gone to that, well, it depends. Like, I'll go get a drink, and if it's bad and I'm not that drunk, I'll drink it. But I've gone, like, whose Bloody Mary is it? I like Bloody Marys. I like vodka, and I like tomato juice. The Bloody Mary, I think at Chumley's, they have, like, their own, like, tomato mix something. I don't know. It's disgusting. I wasted money because I'm not going to force myself to drink something I do not like.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I wish I drank beer because then I'd be hotter, wouldn't I?
No.
Yeah. My Uncle Brian even shared something on Facebook that I meant to show you. Because guys like girls that drink beer.
It's not that it makes you hotter. It's just easier.
What's easier?
Like we can share drinks easily. We can. It's just
so lame.
You don't have to worry about the person making your drink. It's beer. It's already made.
Every man deserves a girl who drinks beer. He goes, I do. See, guys just think it's hot.
I mean, I could care less. Like I said,
I fucking hope not.
In my opinion, it's just easier because then I could just be like, we just get a fucking dirty 30 of whatever, and then just drink it together. We don't have to worry about getting separate things or.
I mean, I'm fine with buying my own separate thing.
There you go. Again, it doesn't even
if
matter.
I put on a striped dress.
Oh, shut up.
I can drink beer better. I have a striped dress.
A striped dress.
I have a striped dress.
Work for Tesla.
No, I don't. Shit, I'm a failure. Fuck you.
Me too. I work for Subaru. Are you ready to go get something to eat?
What are we getting to eat?
I don't even know. Wendy's. I love how we're deciding.
I feel like
on the
we
podcast.
just had Wendy's.
We did just have Wendy's.
I was pissed off. I stopped and got Taco Bell yesterday.
Yeah.
So I worked yesterday on my day off until 10:45, and then I came home and I was like, and I kind of fell asleep.
Like that?
Yeah. I fell asleep a little bit in bed, and I was like, shit, I need to eat. I need to get food before I pick up the kids. So I went to Taco Bell, and I wanted to get some Dorito Locos Tacos. But it's hard
feeling that drink right now?
No, it's hard to drive and eat those. So I got a quesadilla, and they have this new cherry pop freezy. It's on their board. They're advertising it. I said, I'll take a number 7 chicken soft taco with a large cherry pop. And the fucking
just like that.
bitch goes, we don't have that right now. And I'm like, Mountain Dew. I'm just like, why are you advertising that you have this item?
That's what I would have said. I would have been like,
you don't have this item.
Why is it on your menu?
You know, I wanted to, but I was so tired. I was still sleeping. People. I hate people sometimes.
Yeah.
Arrogant people. Ugh.
So where are we eating?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm so stuffed from all those fucking cowtails.
Really?
Do I look like I need to eat?
You know what I had for lunch today?
What'd you have for lunch?
They had like a build your own Philly steak today, and so I just went through the line, and I don't put, as you know, I don't put like peppers and onions and stuff in that.
At least you eat my peppers.
I'll do that if it's grilled because they have like a certain like crunch to them, but like the way they do them, they're just mushy and I don't want them. So I got steak. I put mozzarella, and then it had this horseradish sauce, which I'm not really into. I'm not really into horseradish sauce. Or horseradish sauce. But they have like an in-house one, and I was like, yeah, it's actually not bad. So I ate that, and they had like cheesy potatoes.
I had a double cheeseburger from Burger King that took 30 minutes to get to me.
Wow.
I am exaggerating. It took like 20 minutes to get.
That's
still a long time.
That's still a long time.
I had to fucking shove it down my throat, go inside back to work, so I get half an hour lunch.
I feel like I'm gonna get backlash and heat because I said I got a Philly steak without onions and peppers and stuff, which that's like a staple of it. They even had like the liquid cheese, and I didn't put that on there.
I don't like Philly.
I do. I like Philly steaks.
Oh, I don't. I had a bad experience with them. I went to
They're good with queso, like queso, like white queso.
See, no, I went. So when I worked for the foundation company and I did home shows a lot, I traveled, and our company, like, so I'd go to like home and garden shows and shit like that, and the company would pay for our lunch, and there was this Philly cheese or Philly steak, like nacho stand. I'm like, oh, that sounds good.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck no, it was horrible, and that's ruined me for my entire life. It was not good.
Yeah, that's a bummer. My old roommate, he made.
Which old roommate?
Nick Torres.
You have like a lot of them.
Yeah, I do.
You say old, and I think Joe.
No, Joe. I don't. No.
Okay, then I think Andy.
My old roommate Nick Torres, co-founder of this podcast, or co-creator, I guess. He one time for a carry-in made Italian beef. Oh, he crock-potted that shit, and there are peppers and all kinds of shit in there.
Do you eat the peppers?
Huh?
Do you eat the peppers?
No, it just flavored the meat.
Oh.
It was
can't wait.
Part of that juice.
We need to find some good crock pot recipes.
We do, because like.
But I feel like every fucking time I put way too much in there, and I say, "Ooh, we're gonna eat it for leftovers," and then nobody but I eats it for leftovers, and then it goes to waste, and I hate that because
I'm really bad about leftovers.
you are. I mean, I'm not a huge leftover person.
And I always say I'm gonna to, and I just don't.
You need to, because you're wasting my fucking money. Like when I make pot roast.
Yeah.
Those pot roasts aren't cheap, you know.
I ate the pot roast. What are you talking about?
We don't eat it for leftovers, though.
I just eat the steak, yeah.
You need to start eating leftovers, damn it.
I do.
You're wasting my money.
Really do.
Yeah, we really do.
I mean, I just threw a shit ton of spaghetti away from last night.
I know, and spaghetti is one of my favorite leftovers.
But we left it out.
Way to go. You're the last person to get it. It's your fault.
Whatever.
I made it.
Whatever.
I paid for it.
I think you're just trying to pick a fight with me.
No. But, no, spaghetti is one of my favorite leftovers.
Yeah.
But no, we really do. Like, I mean, of course I'm not going to save a fucking pan of macaroni and cheese and shit.
Yeah.
But, like, crock pot shit is made to have leftovers.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, that Italian beef that he made, like he ate it all week.
Well, like with the chicken and noodles, I was so excited that day. A while ago, I made chicken and noodles. I'm like, yeah. And you're like, I won't eat this leftovers. And I had this entire fucking pot of it I just throw away.
Should have ate it.
I did. But I'm only one person. Let's get food before the kids get here.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. And please make every day a big dick day.
You're welcome for being on here.
What?
You didn't thank me for being on here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Well, it's too late now. You already said it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Woke up this morning with my dick in my hand. Girlie's to the right of me, just like I planned. It's gonna be a big dick day. 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 Big dick day. It's gonna be a big